Heidi ho, fellas. Welcome to the Idea Apparatus. These games are free to play. Simply take a screenshot, copy down what I provide. If you feel something could be improved, leave a comment and let me know. This first game is titled To Catch the Invisible Man. There are 2 slides to be played on. One for the Invisible Man by himself. The other for the chasers. While the Invisible Man hides, using his turns to move from one tile to the next to evade capture, the chasers move from tile to tile and shoot tiles adjacent to reveal the Invisible Man. Once the Invisible Man is revealed, they move to this slide, place their piece wherever they were found, and now the chasers have to catch the Invisible Man. Now you will notice some spaces are different from others. When chasers land on a blue triangle, they are able to fire a line of paintballs down an entire row. If they land on a star, they can hit 3 of the adjacent tiles at the same time. The game ends when the Invisible Man is caught, or if the chasers feel they have spent too long trying to catch the Invisible Man. Now there are other boards to be played on. I will go through them quickly, and I will explain new things when we come to them. Now on this slide, you will notice 2 new spaces. This red circle acts as a sensor, so when the chasers land on it, in this 3x3 grid here, the Invisible Man must tell the chasers if he is within this grid. If the chasers land on the diamond, they are allowed to hit one of these rows in view up to 3 tiles. That would be 1, 2, 3. There are still more boards. Once again, feel free to screenshot or recreate these assets in your own Google Doc or Microsoft presentation or as a real board game. Enjoy the game and let me know how it went and if you feel that anything could be improved. Today, the game I have for you is To Catch the Fastest Man Alive. Here is just one of the boards that can be played on. Feel free to create your own board or recreate this in whatever manner you please. The fastest man alive, or the speedster, will roll either a d20 or 2 d6s, while the chasers either roll a d6 or a d8. I'm not entirely sure yet which option is more balanced. I leave that up to you, the people who hopefully have actual friends to play games with. Now, before I show you the 2 other game boards I will explain what all these tiles do. So first, we have the blank tiles. These are sidewalks. They don't do anything. Then you have an orange tile. These are lemonade stands. When chasers land on this, they get +1 to their next roll. These blue tiles are ice tiles. They do not count towards your roll. For example, let's go back to this. If you rolled a 5 from the start, you would count 1, nothing, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next is the yellow tile. These are bananas. They stop all movement. However, if you roll a really high number but hit it hit the banana tile before the halfway point of your roll, you continue to move for 2 more tiles, but do not gain the effect of whatever tile you land on. These dark gray tiles are moving sidewalks. If you land on a dark gray tile, you move to the next gray tile. These, I don't even know what color this is. These are sharp turns. The speedster is not allowed to take these. For example, we got this first turn. This is to cut down on how many tiles the chasers take, while the speedster takes a couple more. Then the pink tiles. If you land on the pink tile, you get to roll 2d6s for 1 turn. Similarly, the white tile is a car. It allows you to roll a d10 for 1 turn. However, it ignores bananas, and you cannot travel over the sharp turns. Now, all of those tiles are for the chasers. The only tile that the fastest man alive or the speedster are affected by is the banana tile and the sharp turn. They cannot take advantage of any other tile. This is for balance purposes. I will now show you the other 2 boards I have created. Feel free to create your own board. Now this board is much more complicated, and I have allowed for many routes. However, the speedster is only able to take very few of them, as we have 2 sharp turns right here that the speedster cannot take. For a speedster to win the game, they must reach the finish line before anyone else, or without getting caught. For the chasers to win, they may either catch the speedster or beat the speedster to the finish line. Have fun playing these games at home, and let me know in the comments if you enjoyed them and how you think they could be improved.